How we doing, guys? HK47 here. Let me actually open up the game. Okay. Alright, so I did make a video talking about Bryan and how I didn't really understand him. I didn't really know what was going on. So I tested a lot of what was going on, right? And a lot of the video had to do with hatchet kick and not really having a good option, right? So now I have actually tested it, and he still has, like this type of mix, right? Of jet upper and then down two tracks the other way, and then if they step downwards, which if they step left, right, then they get jet uppered, and if they step right, then they get down two, and then it's +8, right? This is not a bad situation, I think. Having a 50-50 that frame traps, pretty damn good, right? So basically, it's like how Bryan used to work in T7. Now, what I didn't understand was this situation right here, right? I'm gonna set her to, I think it's right. Right, so whenever you would down 4, this would always hit in T7, and I was like, why did they get rid of this, And now this option, I thought it was like completely gone, and I was like, what the fuck's going on, right? So this is not gone. Down back 3 actually tracks both sides, right? It leaves you in a worse situation, but overall, it's really not bad, right? Tracking, you can't really complain about this. I'll set her to step the other way as well, so you guys can see. Yeah, see how it still hits her. Super off axis. I don't even think you can. Yeah, your knees whiff right here. So basically, after this, I wouldn't press shit. But it's still tracking. It doesn't really frame trap per se, but you're only getting hit by a hop kick. Like, they can't down forward 1. They can't do anything here, right? And like I said, tracks are stuff. I do want to talk about this move right here, which I find it very interesting that they would put it on Bryan, right? So this is also 18 frames, right? If you factor in, see how it says 15, you have to do a quarter circle plus 3 frames, right? So the fastest you could do it, 18 frames. And I was really thinking about this move, and I was like, okay, it's basically like a demon paw on like Devil Jin, or forward 2 on Kazuya now, right? And I was very confused why they gave this to him, because he has, he already has like the best shit from like mid range, right? If you watch my last video, I talked about how he always operates at just about this range, right? And everything connects, right? These 3 things are basically what's going on on this character, right? Go to circle back 1, mad good. I'm going to talk about this move. 3+4, and then hatchet has a lot of range, but it's rock paper scissors, but in the worst way possible, because all of these moves can be stepped if you time it correctly, right? This can be stepped. If she was sidewalking, it wouldn't attract her, right? Let me use something. Okay, so you can't. You have to sidewalk it, but still, this doesn't track. This doesn't track. This doesn't track, right? And he has some of the best homing tools, right? This move is nuts. I still think it's one of the best homing tools in the game, but his overall kit doesn't track at all, right? It's very interesting, right? Especially when you're at this mid range, because you have mock kick, you can dash up into 1+2 or whatever. It's just very, very interesting situations, and I don't mind that at all. I don't mind him being super linear, but you notice against a lot of characters, against Ling. Oh wait, not against Ling. Against Lily, she's always just like trying to step your shit, and you can't really do too much about it, because if she gets a read on forward 4, you die, right? I'm gonna talk about sidestep 2-1. So this is actually not a bad move, and it's hit confirmable. I didn't even know that. I just started using it literally yesterday, and it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I've counted it off, right? Yeah, you look how much you can delay. You can super hit confirm this into heat engager, which is great, you know. I definitely want to talk about his taunt on how they should buff specifically taunt jet upper, because honestly he does have some crazy ass damage, so maybe I'm just thinking out loud, I guess, you know. But it would be cool. It would be cool. Okay. So the main thing that Bryan has always been weak to is his jabs, right? His jabs. And I put Reyna on the opposite side because she has some of the best jabs and some of the best moves, you know. And Bryan really struggles against this. And the best thing that they could give him back would be Northern Cross counter hit, and he really struggles without this move, right? At least what I think. I do miss this move a lot, but the counter hit removal of this, you know, you're plus 13, but they can still sidewalk your back one, right? I'm not saying give them more frames. I don't really give a shit about that. This move just needs to be something on counter. Don't give him jet upper. I would be way more confident with this being that right there. That right there. You know. I think that's actually fair. You confirm it, bang, that's banging. You know, I don't think you need a full combo from it, but this needs to be buffed. This is just, he's so weak to jabs. He needs this. He needs this. Your only high crush right now is this move. It's down back 3. It's fucking boring to use. Nobody likes spamming down back 3 if you're jab, you know. And obviously if you get a counter hit, it's plus 4, and then you can fuck. And then you could do while standing 3, right? But they could still sidewalk it, sidestep it, whatever. But that's what makes, that's why this move is just, why, like, literally, the tracking on this move would be amazing for Bryan. It would be amazing. Please buff this move. Okay, QCB1. Talk about, I can't do QCB. Okay, let's talk about this move. So this is one of the best moves that they've added to Bryan, but still is super linear, right? Just like this whole entire fucking character. But this move is amazing. I'm just gonna be dead ass with you. If they're not stepping this move is almost OP. So when they block it, what are you doing? When they block it, you're plus 5, and this is literally the perfect range for Bryan, right? Take a, okay, if I could do a back dash, take a step back, and then you do 3 plus 4, and this is literally perfect range. It's actually quite nuts, right? You can do it into itself. You can try to bait him into ducking, and then use curl circle forward 1 plus 2. You know, this is really banging, I feel like. And of course, the overall, you know, keep out of this tool is just fucking, it's crazy. It's crazy good. Crazy good. Okay, now I'm going to talk about Taunt Jet Upper. Now, doing it in the absolute neutral is just not how you do taunt, right? You want to do it at wall, right? Let's talk about this taunt in general, rather. You want to set this up at the wall, or you want to have moves that are like this move, right? I don't have tech roll on. I'm an idiot. Side roll. Hold on. How do I knock him down? What is going on? Okay, that's a tech roll. There we go. So you use this move, right? And you can set this up. But he has very few in this game, so I think giving him the blue spark taunted upper wouldn't make sense, right? So setups in the neutral for this specifically, it's very tough to do in this game, you know? I feel like this is the only good thing that he really has, where you can either go into this, right? It says it combos, but you can actually tech roll this. I don't know if it's side specific. Wait, hold on. What? Can you not tech roll? Is this always guaranteed? Okay, I'm learning stuff as we go. I swear people have tech rolled on me, but maybe I just do it too late, and maybe I'm just a bot. So, happens. But this is definitely the best tool to set up taunted upper, and honestly, it would be pretty cool to not get 80 damage from taunted upper if you're doing it mid-screen, you know? Fucking shit. That is a comparable amount of damage. We used to get way more in T7, so yeah, Bryan combos are still, you know, absolutely correct. You know, 3+4 still gives 104 damage. 104 damage. His back one combo does 112 damage. It's not really the concern about his combos, because obviously his combos are some of the best in the game, right? It's just him not being able to do anything about jabs, you know, when there are top tiers like Fang, he really cannot deal with those characters, you know. Talk about June 2, when she is like 2-1, I said here only a little bit, when she has 2-1, which is a high mid, like very, 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 very fast high mid, right? She's 2-1, and then she has 1-3, which is the low, and Bryan can't deal with that. Jab, jab, jab low, jab into a mid, like it's just way too much, you know. And the removal of this, you literally just can't do anything about it. Yeah, so this is my biggest concern. Everything else on Bryan is absolutely fine. Maybe in his rock paper scissors, right? This thing right here, his hatchet is 3+4, and his quarter circle back 1. Maybe this needs to be buffed, right? Just maybe a little more tracking, because it's very, very linear. Very linear. I think that's all I had to say. Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot just going into practice and learning what the fuck's going on. And this is great. I didn't know he had this, and now I gotta use this, you know. Only counter is if they low parry it, low block it, or you know, hop kick you, right? And you don't really want to hop kick after you get hatcheted because of shit like 4-3 or, you know, whatever. Alright, great video. Thanks for watching.